today's woodworking project isn't very glamorous. Yesterday, the hinge on my bedroom door popped off, and well, the obvious thing is I took out some new screws and I put new screws in, but they don't bite at all. These old screw holes are completely worn out, and part of the problem is that the screws go through the hinge plate right where the trim board meets the door frame at the seam. So I think what I'm going to do is drill out some wood plugs so I give the screw something solid to bite into. Now when you look at this crappy old door, I have to admit part of me is tempted to replace it, and then I realized that my house was built in 1848, so this door was made in the mid 1800s, probably with hand tools, and if you look, the door rails go through the stiles with double through tenons, which is something you just don't see today, so I think it's worth saving. We're going to start by drilling some half-inch holes right through the existing screw locations. I'm just using a half-inch brad point bit. You can see there's not much to bite into back there. It's old wood. You can see there's a nail right there, so I'm going to go a little bit above it. Try to. Alright, looks ugly right now. Let's see if we can plug those holes. So I got a half-inch plug cutter in the drill press. I've got the depth stop adjusted so it stops just before it gets to the table. We're going to cut some face grain half-inch plugs out of this chunk of cherry I got left over from another project. Clearly I need to sharpen my plug cutter. Those paying attention will notice that I cut 4 plugs and I have 3 holes. Always make one more than you think you need. And we'll free those plugs on the bandsaw. There you go, 4 wooden plugs. I'm gonna put some glue in the holes. And on the pegs. And drive them in. I'll clean those up with a chisel once the glue dries. So we also have some very old brass screws with several generations worth of paint in them, and I'll just use a hacksaw to clean out the slot for the screw. There we go. Okay, so the glue's dry enough that we can now chisel off these plugs I put in here. A sharp chisel. That should give something for the screws to bite into. Set things up here. Mark where I want my screws to go. If I had one of those nice self-centering hinge jigs, it would be handy. A little pre-drill for the screws with a 1/8 inch bit. There we go. There we go. That'll do it.
Not very exciting, I know, but some projects are like that. Anyway, thanks for watching.